Let's play some APBA golf. How are you guys doing? Joe, John?
Fantastic, guys. Good to get back together and play some golf.
All right.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hit them.
So tonight is Brookline, and I've only played this course. I played 6 rounds on this course, only one of which was under par. But, to me, this course seems a little bit easier than some of the ones that we've played of late. John, I don't believe you've played this course at all, right? Obviously you own the course, but you haven't played it at all, right?
Did you hear me, John? It's my first time.
Yeah. And how about you, Joe?
Yes,
I did about 10 times. My personal best is with Mickelson. I shot 6 under maybe 9 or 10 months ago.
Okay. Just to let everybody know, John seems to be having a little trouble with his connection tonight. I can see him perfectly. I can hear him perfectly, but he may not be able to see or hear us. So we'll just kind of work our way through that, and hopefully things will improve as we go on. So let me disappear here and show everybody the screen. Okay, here are our 3 golfers. I know there's just a little bit of glare here coming in from the left of the screen. I'm going to be playing with Byron Nelson. This is his 1951 season card. This is not an all-time great card. I have the 1951 season, and I've just been fooling around with it of late, and he's the one golfer that shot under par on Brookline, so that's why I picked him tonight. And then, John, you picked Phil Mickelson, his all-time great card, which is based on the 2005 season. Any rationale for picking Phil?
No, I'm a Phil Mickelson fan, so I wanted to try him this round.
Okay. And Joe, you've got Matthew Fitzpatrick. I may just call him Fitz so I don't have to keep stumbling over that all night. But it's his 2022 season card. And the reason you picked him, I know there's a story here.
Yeah, anytime we play a course, I like to go back and see who won tournaments at that course. And everybody remembers Fitz winning the U.S. Open in 2022. There was that great 18th hole bunker shot on Sunday. So that's why I picked him.
Okay. Well, good luck to you guys. And I've got everything kind of set up for us, with the exception of, which 3 clubs you want to add to your bag. So let me go ahead and show everybody that. All right. So we're using Game Caddy version 6.3.2 for this. 6.4 is still being tested, not ready for prime time yet. So this should be the version that if you're watching this tonight, that everybody has who's a Game Caddy user. Come over to the conditions tab. So we're using pin number 1 with our day wind is calm, and the course conditions are normal, meaning there's no adjustment to the fairway roll or green roll. And I did all these dice rolls before we went on the air to save just a little bit of time. And we have a wind type of A. You have 2 possible wind types on Brookline because it has prevailing winds. If you roll a 1 to 3, it's an A, and if it's a 4 to 6, it's a B. And I had rolled a 3, as you can see up here. I'll quickly show the configuration settings for people that are Game Caddy users that might wonder how you set all this up. So I'll click on that button. And what you can see here is that we're going to be playing with the master game rules with master game lie types. We're sticking to, of course, the original alt, hole, and club distances because we're not using any of the female golfers. And then the wind controls is really the big thing. So when you play Brookline, you need to select modified, and then auto roll is optional. You would not select on each shot. That's really mainly for birthplace. But I have selected auto roll to just cut down on the amount of manual rolling that I need to do for wind. And so how do you guys want to play the dogleg procedure? You want to play it original, where it goes through the inside of the dogleg and then you have effects, or do you want to play so that it goes you have dogleg effects regardless of which side you hit through? It's up to you. You have
I'm
a
a fan of
preference?
the modified, but I can go either way.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. I'm the same way. We can go, whatever
All
everybody
right.
wants to do.
Let's do modified. I rarely play that way, but why not? I mean, and I know a lot of people do play that way with the modified. So we'll select that, and for now we'll just ignore the Type A and Type B selections here. Okay, and I'm going to recommend that we stick to the regular putting boards, and that's just based on how this course is played for me. One other quick thing we probably need to do, and that is to decide whether or not we're going to use clutch points should we get to the back nine tonight, hole 6. So to do this, I'm going to do a dice roll here, and if it's a 1, 2, or a 3, we'll use the clutch. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, we won't. So we won't. All right.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
So, and that way, you may or may not have picked your card based on clutch points, but that's what we've determined. Okay. So let's go ahead and select the 2 clubs. All right. I've gone ahead and picked mine. I use my go-to 4-wood, 2-iron, and 3-iron. Joe, you might want to look at the chart here to pick your clubs. I realize, well, I should have gone over to your tab to do that. I don't know if it'll let me do it from your tab now that I think about it. Let me try to do that. I'm not sure this will work.
That's
yeah, it did. Okay.
yeah.
No, it brought me back to the first one.
Yeah.
So your average W is a 5, and your average I is a 4. So what you're looking at here isn't exactly what you would need to use to make that selection. What looks good to you?
3-wood, 5-wood, and 3-iron.
All right, 3-wood, 5-wood, and 3-iron.
Perfect.
Okay, and I'll just again, your average W is a 4, John, and your average I is a 3. And if it helps you, here's the chart to look at, recognizing that this column is, well, neither of these columns are correct. These are the values that you would need to use if you're picking your club based on, par 3s or something.
Right. I'm going to take a 3-wood.
Okay.
A hybrid.
Okay.
And a 2-iron.
And we do have calm conditions today, so you can get away with that hybrid. Again, for people that might not play that much APBA golf, when you have wind and you hit with a hybrid, those wind effects are doubled. Now, the game caddy will take care of all that for you automatically, but if you can imagine double wind effects and you're not planning for that, you can see where that would be of some concern. But on a calm day, you should be just fine, I hope. All right. Anything else I need to do before we get started here? Anything you can think of?
I don't think so.
No, I don't. Not for me.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I have picked hole number 8 and hole number 14. These are both par 5s for the 2 holes to calculate the 2-hole average driving distance. That's just a detail. It's not important for gameplay. So I'm going to transfer hole number 1. And I'll hit first. We're not going to have any wind on the first hole because we got a dice roll of 13. And let me get organized here on my side so I can show folks the hole. All right, here's what this hole looks like. And I don't know if we're going to have better video tonight than normal. The service that I use to do these live streams sent out something today saying that they've upgraded so that when you share your screen like I'm doing right now, things should be clearer, should be in 1080p. I always thought they were in 1080p, but that's what their announcement was. Here's our hole number 1. I've gone ahead in advance of playing and kind of put a red or reddish brown circle around each of the pins. So that'll serve as our pin locator for tonight. And you can see that we've got a normal dog leg here at 275. And then we got these bunkers over here. All right, so that's what the hole looks like. I'm going to go ahead and tee off with Byron. Call up the all-in-one menu. And I'm just going to hit away. There's no hole notes here other than that dog leg that we needed to concern ourselves with on hole number 1. So a 41 is a 5, which is his average W. And I am not going to take that. So this goes 260, left 15 with 25 roll. So that's going to hit in the fairway. Save a little time here. I'll just put the 25 in. So because of that dog leg, it gets pushed 5 to the right. So we'll end up at 285, left 10 in the fairway. And I'll show you what that looks like. Right there.
Way to start it off.
Okay. All right, John, you're up.
All right, let me hold on a second. There it is. All right. I'm going to hit a 3-wood and just hit it, just straight.
All right. 55.
3.
Okay, so 255, left 10. That's going to be in the fairway with 25 roll. And so you're going to be at 280, left 10. You didn't go far enough past the dog leg for it to make any difference. So 280, left 10.
Okay.
And we'll update this. It's in the fairway. And I'll mark it right. There really is no 280 left 10, so we'll just put your ball marker around there.
Right.
Okay. Joe, you're up with Fitz.
Aim left 5, hit the driver.
43.
31.
Well, this will be interesting with modified dog legs. Let's see what happens here. So the ball lands at 305 on the center line, and that's going to be in the fairway. If we add 45 roll, let's see what happens here. You're going to roll 20 right, but that's okay. That's the direction that you want to roll. So 350, right 20. That's going to be a long shot in the fairway.
Fitzpatrick coming out of the gate hard.
Boom.
That's a bomb.
All right, so that ball landed here and then rolls to 350, right 20. And you can see there's nothing in the path there that would have prevented that shot from getting to that final location. So put that there for you. All right, let's see. Not sure who's going to be up, but I know it's not going to be Joe.
Right.
It's going to be you, John.
Yeah.
Your carry objective is 210.
All right. I'm going to hit. I'm going to be short. I'm going to hit a 4-iron, and I'm going to aim 5 right.
Okay. 11.
2.
All right. So you got all of this. So you actually hit close to the pin in terms of where a ball lands. 490, right 10. And let's see. That appears to be on the green, but you're going to get 10 green roll. So you're going to roll off the green. So you're going to end up at 400, right 10 in the regular rough. Did I say 400, right 10? I meant 500, right 10.
500, right 10, right?
Yep. You're going to be right. Oops, I got to show this. So the ball hits here. That appears to be a green square and then rolls 10. And as we have talked about before, any rough that's within a square of the green, we consider regular rough, not intermediate rough.
Okay.
All righty. Okay, now I'm up. 205 is my carry objective. I do have a good angle, but I am not going to aim. I'm just going to hit a 4-iron. 56 is a 6. So this goes 470, right 5. And I am going to hit in the rough and end up rolling 5 because of that. So let me show you. So 470, right 5. And rolls 5. And then the question becomes, is that on the green? It looks like it is. It's on the edge, right? So I will be 1, 2, 3 straights away from the pin location. Everybody agree?
Oh yeah.
And if I say something, do something, I'm multitasking here, feel free to interrupt and challenge me or, tell me I got it wrong. Because you know how often that happens. You've played with me enough. Okay, 35 feet for a birdie opportunity. Okay, Joe, you've got a measly 145 yards carry objective.
9-iron, no adjustment. Just hit the 9-iron right to the middle. Hey, James.
Hi, James. How you doing, buddy? Okay, 31.
That's a 4. It's my average. I won't take it. Should put me right on the pin.
490, right 5 with no green roll, right on the pin. We'll calculate it 1 foot away.
Yeah, baby.
This is supernatural play here. This is supernatural. Great shot.
Thank you.
1 foot away. I have a strong feeling you're going to birdie this hole. Okay, so you're going to be up, John. Nothing for you to do here.
Right.
You're 10 to the pin in the regular rough. The roll's a 31. What's that in the A column?
2.
All right, so you're going to end up 6 feet away.
Okay.
All right, we're all on the green here, and I've got the longest. I'm going to play safe at 35 feet. 65 is a 15. That'll leave me a foot away, but you're going to be up next, John. You're 6 feet. You got to go for it. Anything under 7 feet, you have to go. 26. What's Phil got there in the P?
18.
Yep. Whoops, I wrote 19, but I'm sure that doesn't make any difference. In. Okay. So you got a par. Say par there. I'm going to be up again because I'm player 1. 64 is a 23. So I'm in, and then Joe 56. Probably
24.
Just concede those putts. That's in. All right. So a birdie for you, Joe, playing Fitz, and then pars for me and John. John with Phil, of course, and me with Byron. All right. So one hole under our belt. Now, I will tell you, because I've played this course a few times, I know that there's situations we're going to run into where we're going to have to talk about how you want to play stuff because it's not clear from the course boards, and there's multiple ways you could interpret things, but we'll just, cross those bridges when we get to them. All right, so let's load hole number 2 here, which is going to be our first par 3. And we got a calm day here, so that's not going to be any wind. but I could go ahead and we have a prevailing type A wind. So up here, A is headwind. I click that, but it's not going to show any wind over here. All right, so Joe, to no one's surprise, you're up. You got a birdie, and you do have 2 bounce back points. -10 from flight of all tee shots, and that's for everybody. So let me go ahead and record that and make it stick to everybody's caddy. So you're going to have a carry objective of 225, and while you're looking at that, I am going to show the hole here to folks. All right. And it's the reason it's 225 is, of course, you lose the 10 yards that we talked about because of that hole note, which essentially means you're hitting uphill a little bit.
Yeah, bring my card back up. So 225 carry it. So it looks like, oh boy.
There you go.
5 wood's gonna. I'm kind of in between clubs there.
Yep.
Let's hit a 5 wood, and hopefully I don't hit a 5. Hopefully it's a little higher than 5. 5 wood right at it.
25.
That's a 4. Blew it over it.
Okay, so this is going to land at 220, right 10, and then there's 10 roll.
Does it stop immediately in the deep rough?
Yes.
If it does, it only rolls 5.
So right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. So 5 roll. And deep rough, which I could, because you're so close, I could pick regular rough and it would be the same. It doesn't make any difference under 100 yards. Okay. So I'm going to be up next because my player number is lower than John's. 225. I'm going to 2 iron may go past as well, but I'm going to hit a 2 iron. .23 is a 6. I think that'll work out fine. I think. So 195, right 5, and 15 roll if it's on the green. No, it's not on the green. 195 right is 20 roll, right? 10, 20. So I'm 1 straight away, I think. Yeah. 1 straight.
Great shot, Scott.
Thank you. 6 feet.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Thompson, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to hit my hybrid.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
33.
2.
225, right 5 with 10 roll.
Oh, I hit too far.
Yeah, so you're just going to get 5 roll. And be right there in the deep rough.
Yep.
Okay, John, you're still up. Nothing for you to do here. You're at 15 to the pin.
Right.
65 in the A column.
A 4.
That's 10 feet away. All right. And Joe, nothing for you. 10 yards away. 25 in the A.
It's a 3.
You'll be happy with that. 4 feet away. Okay, we're all on the green. John, you're far at 10. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it.
65.
20.
1 foot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be me at 6 feet. 65 is a 15. That'll be in. Fitz, 26.
18.
And then John, 61. That'll be in.
15.
Yep. All right. So after 2 holes, we've got, I'm 1 under with Byron. John's 1 over with Phil, and Joe's 1 under with Fitz. All right, moving along here. Loving it. Hole number 3. All right, let's load it. Okay, so we got a roll of 44. Again, that's going to be no wind. It says headwind. That roll number is too low to have any wind. Now, we got a bunch of notes up here. So 10 yards to flight of all tee shots. That's for all of us. This is a little bit downhill. And then may aim second shot only if tee shot rests on or is left of the center line, regardless of pin position. Okay. All right. And then shots landing on the brown dotted lines, which is the bluff. Okay. And I'll show people what that is in a second. They bounce 5 yards towards the fairway, perpendicular to the center line, and stop. And then shots landing, rolling behind the green, bounce an additional 5 yards forward before any roll. So let's take a look. This is the bluff that it's talking about right here. So if you land in this area here, you bounce 5 yards towards the fairway and then stop. If you're over here, same deal. Okay. Now let's come back to the game caddy. So we only get 10 yards. So that 260 becomes a 270. And if I get any roll at all, I could end up rolling into the rough unless I aim way left. You know what I'm doing? I'm just going to hit a 4-wood. I'm going to play this a little bit conservatively. It's early days, and I've got a momentum. Not going to take it here on a par 4. 66. Well, I would have clobbered it. So a 3 goes 255 left 10. That's fairway, roll 15. So I end up 270 left 10. Right there.
Good position.
All right. Okay, Joe, what do you want to do?
3-wood right down the middle, Scott.
63. Did you clobber it again?
A 31. That might be too hard.
The 3 would see 285 left 10. Well, you did go left. Let's see what happens. 285 left 10 and then 35.
Oh, it hits that bluff, but I think it rolls towards the fairway.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Left 10. Let's see. 285. 10, 20, 30. Got to put some extra light on here.
It looks like it might be on the other side of the dotted line, barely, huh? That's what I see.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, why have a dotted line there, though, right? You know,
So close, but if you want to take a dotted line, I'll take it, and it'll just roll back into the fairway. Anyway.
No, but I'm, yeah, it doesn't. Either way, it's going to be intermediate rough, or it's going to be fairway for you. I'll let it be your call, right?
Well, so, if it's not the rough, it's going to keep rolling, right? How much did you roll it?
So 285, 10, 20, 30. It would go another 5 yards to there. You can either go there or go there.
Right there's fine. I'll be in the intermediate.
Okay.
It's so close.
Yeah. Well, again, one of many ways to interpret what happens on this course. So I'll give you 35, and hopefully nothing bad will happen with this intermediate rough.
You smoked that 3-wood.
We'll find out next time you have a shot. Okay. You have a bounce back if you want to use it, John.
No, I'm just going to hit my driver.
And just straight away?
Yeah.
35.
A 4.
That's your average W.
I'll take it.
Okay. So this goes 275 right 10. And then you're going to run out of roll here. You're going to end up in the deep rough. All right. So 275 right 10 with 25 roll. 10. Wait, did I say 275? Yeah. So you roll right there into the deep rough, which is going to hamper you on your next shot, perhaps.
Okay.
Okay. And so, Joe, you and I are left of the center line, so we could aim if we wanted to on this. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It says shots landing on bluff, so not rolling onto it. So you did the only acceptable thing, Joe, in your situation. .195 is the carry objective. I'm going to hit a 4-iron, and I'm not going to aim. 44, and that's I'm too much club here. 4. So this is going to go 465, right 5. So I landed it on the pin, and then I'm going to get 10 green roll. So I'm going to be 2 straights pass. That's pretty easy math. So 24 feet. So, John, you're up. Because you're in the deep rough, you can't knock the ball down. You can't work the ball. And the maximum club you can use is a pitching wedge, which will leave you a little bit short here. Probably. What do you want to do?
Hit the pitching wedge. It's the only I can hit.
Yeah. And you can aim across the center line, but why would you? So, because the pin's on your short side. So there's no reason for you to do that. And by the way, before we even get to a par 5, I'm going to propose tonight on second shots on par 5s, as long as you're hitting across the center line, you can aim on your second shot. Is everybody okay with that?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I know that's probably how you play all the time, Joe. All right. So pitching wedge, 31 in the I column.
3.
And that is your average I. Do you want to take it?
Yes.
All right. So your shot will go 435, right 5, and then you're going to get 5 rolls. So you're going to end up in the bunker, though, unfortunately. So your shot lands here and then rolls to there.
All right.
Right there. Okay, got a little shadow there. All right, so let me give you the 5 roll, and that's going to be a greenside bunker because it's within 100 yards. Okay, so you have a flyer, unfortunately, Joe. We don't know what the effect that's going to be until after you take your shot. There is this won't matter. -10 to maximum work the ball. You're not going to work.
Let's aim right 5 and hit a 9-iron.
$13.
That's a 5.
All right, so you got an extra 5 on the carry. So 465 on the center line with no roll. So you should be short of the. Wait a minute. No, you should be 1 straight. Is that right? 465. Yeah, 1 straight. So you should hit right there and stick it 1 straight away. Nice shot.
Thank you.
That it helped having a flyer actually in that situation.
That helped me.
9 feet. Move the wrong ball marker here. Okay, 1 second. All right. All right. So unfortunately, John,
for God's sakes,
you've got a buried lie. You can play safe or aggressive.
No, play aggressive. I'm going in all the way.
Okay. And just to clarify for people who might not play as much APBA golf as we do, in this situation, playing safe does not mean using the play safe tool. It just means you have playing safe means you have a greater likelihood of having an adjustment to your shot, but the severity of that adjustment will be less than if you are playing aggressive. So there's lower chance that something would happen aggressive, but if it does happen, what happens is worse. I don't know if that makes sense, my explanation, but that's what it means. Okay, you're 25 to the pin, so let's show here. You're sitting here, and you're short-sided, so the default target is right here, and you can move anywhere along this line you want to target. Do you want to move the target at all, John?
No.
Okay, so we'll just leave it where it is.
Yeah.
All right, and that we'll select the 25 to 45 club because that's the call distance. Your shot's a 54. I may have to put Joe back on the screen here, and you'll find out why in a second.
16.
16. All right, so let's see what happens here. All right, so extra putting distance recorded directly in the caddy notes. All right, so I'm going to need to explain some stuff to people here. Okay, so because this is 25 yards or farther, okay, we have to look at what the new ball location is. Okay, we can either look here or we can look here. Both of these are the same number always after a shot is taken. So your shot went if it was less than 25 yards, meaning 20 yards or less, we could ignore this step. But because it's 25 yards or more, we have to do this. So 460 left 5. Let's look at where that is. So 460 left 5, you're not even on the green. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move your ball to this spot right here. And we're then going to clear out that extra putting distance because that only applies if your ball ends up on the green. All right. So it's interesting. The extra putting distance shows up as 0. I've never seen that before. I'm not sure what that means. I may have to look into that later.
You know, Scott, if you put them in the fairway, it automatically clears the putting distance.
Yeah, but I haven't done anything yet.
But if you mark the ball, update and put it in the fairway.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So I don't actually have to clear that manually. But I don't know why that's a 0. That's unusual. Okay. So 460 left 5, we'll update it, put it in the fairway, and you're right.
Yeah, I didn't notice that the 0, maybe the extra putting distance, there's a chance you can roll a 0 on the extra putting distance.
Well, the way I would have
I've never seen it, but maybe it's possible.
Well, it's certainly possible, but what it's supposed to be is a blank. I mean, that was my intention, was when it's a 0 to make it a blank. And so seeing that 0 there kind of threw me. So there may be a typo in there somewhere, but that typo doesn't even matter in this situation. I can go back and look at that later because he's definitely not on the green. And you're still up, John. You're 10 feet. Now there's nothing for you to do.
So where's my ball?
You're 10 yards. You're at 460 left 5.
How come it says right 5?
It does now, but it didn't before I clicked it. Ignore this now. This only is accurate after you take your shot. If you look down here in the notes, you can see your ball's at 460 left 5. If you look up here, you'll see you're at 460 left 5. Okay.
So I just use it.
Nothing for you to do.
Nothing to do.
Yeah. So I'll roll for you. 52. What's that in the A column?
3.
Incredible. Okay. So you're now 2 feet away with the ball on the green. Okay. So everybody's on the green. So let's go over there. I'm going to be far at 24. And let me look at his card. Yeah, I'm going to play safe from that distance. 23. Is a 26, I think. This 1951 season set has even lighter printing than the others, but it is a 26. All right, I'm 3 feet away. Joe, you're up at 9 feet. You're going for it?
Oh, yeah.
33.
That's an 8.
That's in. Nice bird.
Thank you.
I'm far at 3 feet. 13. Is it 25 again? That should be okay. So I parred it, and 2 feet for you, John, and that's 26.
18.
There you go. And you got a little bogey there. Okay. So after 3 holes, and that was a little bit of an adventure. I'm 1 under. John, you're 2 over, and Joe, you're 2 under. Let's go to hole 4.
So Scott, I was thinking of playing till 9.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna watch the debates?
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife and I we watched them together.
Okay. 34. All right. So that's gonna be no wind. Okay. So Joe, you're up. You still got that birdie here. We got 10 yards to the flight of all tee shots.
3 wood, straight ahead.
All right, let me quick show the hole here to folks. So you got this normal dog leg at 300, pin location in the front of the green, and you want a 3 wood straight ahead. And you got a blind tee shot, so you can't aim on this tee shot, but you could work the ball. So 15 in the W column.
That's a 4.
So you're going to go 260, right 10. That'll be in the fairway. Let's add 20 roll. So 280, right 10 in the fairway.
Good shot.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, I'm going to be up here. I'm going to hit a driver. 53 is an 8, I think. Yeah. So 255, right 10. That's in the fairway with 25 roll. So 280, right 10, fairway. Right next to you.
Another good shot.
Okay, John.
All right.
You still got to bounce back.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold that. 3 wood, aim 5 right.
So you can't aim.
Oh, you
on
can't
this
aim.
one
I'll tell you what, I want to work the ball 5 right.
Okay. So your shot number is a 31.
That's a 4.
All right, that's your average W. Do you want to take it?
Yes.
Okay, and then 12 is your work the ball number in the W column.
21.
So you end up going way right here. So 260, right 30. That's going to put you in some trees maybe. Yeah, right there. And then we're going to do the tree bounce. And it bounces back 5 yards.
Of course.
So you're going to be, let me look at this real quick on my end. I think you're stymied. Let me show you where the ball is. This is where it ends up. You're not anywhere close to a square that isn't fully covered. And if you go directly back to the center line, which is the APBA rule, you're 2 squares in. And that spot right there is covered with tree, just barely. So I'm going to say stymied. Do you want to challenge that?
No, not at all.
Okay. I mean, the alternative would be, I guess, under a tree, but. Okay. So you're up again, John. You can play safe back to the center line.
Hold on a minute. What are you doing, hon?
So while John's doing that, I just want to comment. If he was blocked by trees,
Go ahead.
This dog leg would come into play, but he's not blocked by trees. He's actually in the trees. So this dog leg turns off. Okay. So play safe back to the center line or play aggressive, John.
Aggressive.
All right. And the maximum club when you're stymied is a 7-iron. Is that what you
Okay.
want?
Yep.
And believe it or not, you can aim if you want. That's up to you.
Aim where?
Well, all right. So here's your ball. You can
Right.
aim. You can aim across the center line. You're not prohibited from aiming when you're stymied.
No, I'm not going to aim. This is going to be, this is going to be a clown show probably.
Right. So just close your eyes and swing. Okay.
That's it.
All right. So a 52 is your shot roll, and in the I column, what's that?
It's a 27.
All right, and then let's see what happens. So you hit a tree. So you lost 50 yards here. So that's going to put you at 345, right 25, and you're going to be back in the trees there. I think 345, right 25, 10. 20, yeah, so you hit the tree. So let's do the tree bounce again. Bounces back 5 yards again. All right. So now you're just in the regular rough. The question is whether or not you're blocked by trees. And the way we figure this out is to determine whether or not this line would go through a full tree square. And it does. So thankfully you're past the dog leg, so we don't have to worry about that. But you are going to be in the rough, blocked by trees. Right. So regular rough, blocked by trees. Okay, I'm up. Got a good angle. I don't want to aim. 200. I'll hit a 4-iron. May not be enough club, but let's see. More than likely, I'll end up in a bunker. 13 is a 5. That's my average W. Take it. So it goes 470 right down the middle. So that hits fairway and it will roll 10. So 60, 70, roll 10, 1, 2. I'm one straight away.
Great shot.
Wow. All right, so that worked out nicely. Thankfully. Okay, 8 feet. Okay, Joe, similar situation.
Okay. 4-iron it is. Let's just go right at it with the 4-iron.
34.
13.
So 470 left 25. And 15. So that's 60, 70, 25, 10, 25. And then that's rough, but you're going to roll 5 to that spot right there. Agreed?
Yep.
Okay. So you're just now in the deep rough. All right, so we'll add 5 yards to that. Sometimes the deep rough around the green sort of helps you. I don't know that it did in that.
20 to the pin, it helps.
Yeah. Okay, John, you're back up. Now, obviously you can always play safe, but your other option is to hit around the trees. So if you do that, there's a little bit of a distance penalty here. So you're 25 yards off the center line. So your distance penalty is going to be 15 yards, which means that your carry objective now is 160, and it's got you aimed 25 left of the center line. So you would most likely want to work that ball back some towards the center line. And let me tell you, here's the maximum that you can work the ball for various clubs.
There's a lot of A lot of the decisions here. So my carry objective is 160.
Correct. And weirdly, you can even knock down the ball in this situation. There's nothing to prevent you from doing that. Not that there's any wind, it would just make your ball carry less distance.
So if I hit a 7-iron,
Yep. So that's 165.
and the maximum work the ball for a 7 is 40 yards.
Correct.
And
you're currently aimed 25 yards off the center line to the left.
So if I want to work the ball 15.
Anything up to 40.
All right, I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
160. I'm aiming 25 left. So right now I'm aiming 25 left of the center line.
Yep.
Which looks like it's the deep rough.
Yeah, depending on your distance, yes.
Rough. I mean, well, I'm trying to get a perspective of where I am and what I got to do.
Yeah. So I think conceptually what you're thinking is 20. This would be 25. This is the 25-yard marker right here.
Okay. Yeah. And if I want to bring it back to the center line, that would be 25 yards to work the ball, right?
Correct. That's right. Assuming a perfect outcome.
Well, that's not going to happen, but let's just see what we can do with that.
While you're thinking about that, John, the jester has shown up, and he's encouraging folks that watch this video or people who are here now, perhaps watching live, is to click the like button on this video to show some support. That'd be nice. My experience has been that it's tough to get APBA golf guys to do that. It's just not in their nature to do it. Because I get plenty of nice emails telling me how much they enjoyed videos, but the number of thumbs up tend to be pretty pitiful. But thank you, Jester, for that suggestion and your support.
Does that carry up objective, take in consideration the flight adjustment?
It does.
Okay. All right. So that's one less headache.
Good question.
Well, let's just try work the ball 25.
Okay. So we're going to back to the center line. So we'll put a 25 right in there since the ball is aimed left. Okay. And you're going to go with that 7-iron?
Yeah. Let's see.
You're going to knock it down or not?
No.
Okay. Here's your shot. So 53 is your shot number. What's that in the I column?
A 6.
Okay. And a 16, what's that in the I column?
15.
All right. So here's the shot result. 470 right on the center line. So it's perfect in terms of right left. But let's see if you're short at all. So 470 plus 10 roll. So 60, 70. You did exactly the same thing I did. So you're going to roll right up there one straight away.
All right. Well, that's about the best result I can hope for.
Nifty little shot there, John.
It's better than you should hope for. Okay.
That's that lefty with the magic irons.
Yeah, that's an incredible shot. So you're 9 feet away. All right, Joe, you're up. You're 20 to the pins from the deep rough, so nothing for you to do here. 51.
That's a 3.
Nice shot. That'll be 5 feet. Okay, we're all on the green now. John, you're far at 9 feet. Going for it?
Yeah.
46.
26.
Yeah. So missed it by 2. I'm up at 8 feet. Going for it. 14. You know, that's a 14 on almost every card there is, but in the 51 season, it is not. It can sometimes be as bad as a 27, but in this case, it's a 19. So I think that'll be okay. That's in.
I didn't know APBA had a 51 season.
Yeah, they even have a 41 season.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good seasons back there. Okay,
I
and
gotta check that.
Joe, 51 from 5.
Barely made it with a 23.
All right, you're in. And then John, you're from 2. Your dice roll's a 23.
21.
All right, and that'll be in. Okay, so I'm 2 under. John, you're 3 over, and Joe, you're 2 under. Let's move on to hole number 5. And I love Jester's enthusiasm, showing us support here. Okay, so hole number 5. Let's load it up here.
Tell Jester I closed my eyes and swung.
Are we on hole number 5? I've lost track here.
Yep.
We are. Okay.
Par 3.
Okay, 63. We're finally going to have some wind here.
Oh, no, it's par 4.
So our wind is prevailing. So we're going to have a crosswind right here, I think, of some magnitude. Yeah, it's a variable crosswind right. Okay, so we got some hole notes too. All right, let me show the hole here. All right, so this is par 3, a little bit off center here. You can see our pin location back here. Certainly, the more modern golfers could, in theory, drive this green. Whether you could keep the ball on the green and thread this needle is another matter. But you'll notice this is actually a par 4, John. It's
I did. Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to be up. I've got a birdie. I'm not going to take my momentum here with that crosswind. I think what I'm going to do, let's see, -10 from all second shots that are not short, approach, or putt, which almost never happens. I suppose maybe if you hit off the tee with a 5-iron or something like that. And then shots landing on green on or before the red line, roll 10 yards backwards and stop, no additional roll. All right, so I didn't show the red line. It's hard to see perhaps on the screen, but that's the red line that note is referring to. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit a 4-wood, and I'm just gonna hit right down the middle, hopefully. 46. Well, it's a 32. You might have driven the green if I hit a driver. All right, so this is going to go 240, right 10, and that'll still be in the fairway with 30 roll. So that's going to be 270, right 10. That's going to be a great shot. So it hits here and then rolls right up to here.
Position A.
Right. Oh, we've got John's clock. I love it. Okay. Okay, Joe, you're up.
5-wood, right down the middle.
56.
16.
All right. All right. No wind. So 200, right 20. That hits in the intermediate rough. So you'll get that 15 roll. And that will leave you in the intermediate rough, right?
Yeah, so I have.
215, right 20.
Oh, it went to 215, and then I think it made the bunker.
With the roll. Oh,
Yeah.
well, so there's multiple 215s here. So again, there's extra grid lines, right?
Well, there's multiple 210s. I think 215 goes into the bunker.
Okay, your call if that's the way you want to do it.
Yeah, if you bring up the board, 210 kind of can go two ways, but 215 only goes one way.
Okay, I can see the logic. I can see the logic there.
Yeah, I'm in the bunker.
Yeah, right. So fairway bunker. I need to change this now. For people again who don't know that much about the game caddying, was like, well, he's got intermediate rough. What's he got? Does he have to redo this whole mess again? No, I don't, because I haven't opened the all-in-one menu yet. So because of that, all I need to do is I need to just edit that lie box. So instead of IR, I'm just going to put FB in there. Oh, and it may be ST. Let's see how far away I am here. 110. So no, it is fairway bunker. Okay. So we're good. We're good to go. All right, John, you're up. You still have a bounce back.
I'm not going to use that. I'm gonna work the ball with my driver, and I'm going to work it 5 to the left.
So you can aim on this par 4.
I can?
Yeah. It's only par 3s you can't
All
aim.
right. Well, then I'll just aim 5 to the. I won't work the ball. Then I'll just hit my driver and aim 5 to the right.
5 to the right.
Yep.
Okay. So 54. I forgot to show Joe's shirt. We'll have to do that at the end tonight when we wrap up. So 54.
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't get any wind. So 250 left 20. That's going to hit in the regular rough. So you'll get half of this 30 roll. So that'll be 15. You just skirted the deep rough over there. So 265 left 20. There's your ball right there.
Yep.
Okay, now, so before we get started here, there are a couple of holes here with these red line deals. And what I'm going to say is that if the hole note reads, if a ball comes, if we have a situation, this is hard to describe in the abstract. Let me go back to the hole note here and take a look at the actual wording here. Shots landing on green, on or before the red line, roll -10 backwards and stop. Okay, so when I see a note like that that says landing on the green, it does not apply to an approach shot, because with approach shots, you don't actually know where the ball lands. If it says balls resting on green, on or before the red line, which we'll run into in a later hole, okay, then I would say it applies both to iron shots, well, any WI shots or approach shots, okay? But
I agree with that.
Okay, but that doesn't apply in Joe's situation, because he's going to have to hit a WI, or we'll have to do something creative here with the approach caddy, because he's 110 out.
Yeah, I take that landing on the green as a driver, like a off the tee.
And yeah, and so -10 yards from flight of all second shots that aren't a short approach or putt. So again, you're not using the approach caddy, are you, Joe?
I was thinking about it, but I think
if you are,
the right club is a sand wedge here. It puts it right on.
I want to point out that if you use a WI, your carry objective is going to move to 120 because of this note.
If I use
if you use a wood or iron,
okay,
then your carry objective is 120. If you use the approach caddy, you're not affected by this.
Okay, that's fine. Let's hit a pitching wedge, and I'm just going to hit it to the center. I don't want to aim at all.
Okay, and at this point, your lie is a good one in the sand, but a second roll needs to occur here, plus wind.
Yep.
22.
That's a 3. It might be a diagonal away, I think.
So the wind blew you 15 right, which actually helps you. That helps you some anyway. So 330 right 5. So you're going to be well past the hole here. And you're going to then not roll at all. So 330 right 5. So this is 320, I think. This would be 330. This would be right 5, and you don't roll. So you're just sitting there in the rough.
Yep.
Regular rough. Okay. Okay. All right. Now I've got an approach shot.
I'm up.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, John. You're up. You're up. You've got an approach shot, short sided. So
Yep.
your target, your default target right now is pin number 3. And you can target anywhere along the center line.
That's fine. That's good.
All right. So we'll just leave this the way it is.
Yep.
You do have a little wind here, and whatever wind you have will be cut in half because of your distance.
Okay.
All right. So the call distance is 60. In the A column, 24.
3.
All right. And so you ended up at 325, right 5. So that's going to be right there. So I'm going to say that's a diagonal and a straightaway.
Okay.
And that comes out to 28 feet. All right. So now I'm up. And I also will be affected by the wind here. I'm hitting from the south. I think I'm gonna target this spot right there. So I'll take 5 off the distance here. 315. Left 5. Okay, and that puts me at 50. 43, probably an 11. No, it's not. 43 is a 6 in the A column. So I go right or left 5. All right, so I guessed wrong in terms of direction, but I will go, it doesn't matter which way I go. I'm one diagonal away. I'll take it. 15 feet. All right, Joe, you're 10 away in the regular rough.
Okay.
26, you made us sunk it.
Well, no, it's 36. So you give me a die roll of 6. It's in.
6 minus die roll. Okay, I'll do it here.
Come on, baby. 6.
Oh,
The worst number you could roll. I'll take it though.
So we'll click ball on green, and then I'll put it just manually type a 5 in there for you. Okay, everybody's on the green here, I think. All right, so John, you're far at 28, going for it or playing it safe? John? Oops, I lost John. He was there a second ago, and now he's gone. Let's give him a second to get back here. You know, as I said at the beginning of tonight's program, John's having a little bit of trouble with his connection tonight. I don't know if that's storm related or not. I don't mean storming today, but obviously the effects of Hurricane Helene and how the internet might be impacted by that. So I'm going to take this moment to show your shirt, Joe. I'm going to call you up on the screen here. We got you back. Let's. This is the only way I know to do it. So if you can't see it that clearly, it's the number 54 with one of those universal symbols that's a circle with a slash that goes through it. Right. So no 54s tonight for Joe, or maybe for anybody. I don't know.
I tell you, and interestingly, Fitzpatrick on a 54, his putting column is a 34. So he could miss a 1-footer with a 54 roll. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Jester. Yeah. For this game, it's a perfect shirt.
Right.
54s are brutal.
Yeah. And you know, it's even with the 1951 season, a 54 is not a good number either. So, that didn't change. Now, one other interesting tidbit while we're waiting on John is that, so when I bought the original APBA golf game back in the late 60s, early 70s, don't really remember, but it came with a card set. It was based on 1962. And there are 3-column, cards, which you can use with the Game Caddy, and you can use them, with the current version of the APBA golf game. But what was kind of neat about those cards is that the bad numbers were randomized, so it wasn't the same on any 2 cards. What I mean is that they were like snowflakes. No 2 cards were alike in terms of, which rolls were bad numbers. Now, having said that, you wouldn't get a bad number with a 66, right? But it might be, like a 23 on one person's card and a 52 on somebody else's card. Would be a disaster number, particularly when it comes to putting and things like that, or even the W column. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on with John. We seem to have lost him. I'm tempted to just keep putting for him, and then when he joins us, we'll let him back into the game. Does that seem right, Joe? Rather than
Yeah, and I think a 28-footer, 1 through 7, he's probably going to play that safe, just 2 putt for a par.
And that's the default. So it's 23 on Phil's card, which I happen to have up, is a 21. So he missed it by 2 feet. And I'm going to be up from 15 with Byron. I'll go for that. 33. I think that's in. That's a 9.
Right. Nice.
Okay. And then you're up from 5. You got to go for it from that distance. 43.
25, which is in for par.
All right. And then John from 2 is a 36. And that's a 24. All right.
Man, Scott, you're rolling some birdies. Look at your scorecard.
Yeah.
What a front 9 for you. Look at that.
Well, and like I said, I played Byron before on this course, and he did really well. And so I figured there might be something to that. That says more about his card than it does about my playing ability. All right, let's load hole number 6 and move on. And I'll keep an eye out here for John. If he shows back up, we'll let him back into the game. So 22 means we're not going to have any wind here. I got to find hole number 6. All righty. So let me just show hole number 6 here. It's a par 3 with the pin location way down here. Add 5 yards to the flight of all tee shots. For tee shots that land on the green, add 10 yards to the stated roll. Okay, so let's come over to the Game Caddy. Same notes up here. So I'm going to put a 5 carry over here and then a 10 in the green roll box. I actually, the very first time I played this hole, I got a hole in one.
Wow.
I don't know that that'll ever happen in my lifetime again, but and I think I was able to do it in part because I had a momentum point. So let's see how this works out with Nelson's card here. So 200 is the carry objective. So let's see, and we're going to get 10. If the ball hits on the green, we get 10 green roll, and we almost have to have the ball hit on the green because of this pin location. But I was using a different pin location when I got that hole in one. So I need to think about this for a second. So 185, let's see, 60, 70, 85. Okay. And then I would end up getting 15 roll. That would take it to 200. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit a 5-iron. I'm going to use my momentum, 1 here. So I'm going to hit a 5-iron. I'm not going to take the average. Wait a minute. I have an average of 5 here. Yeah. So I thought I had a 6. Okay. So I will take that. That'll put it on the center line anyway, I think. So we'll take the shot. So this goes to 185 and then 15 green roll. So 60, 70, 85, and then 15 green roll, 10, 5. Huh. Is that right? 60, 70, 85. Thought I was going to be pin high, but I'm not. Somewhere along the line, I didn't.
Yeah, I think you calculated the carry, but it was already in your
Already in there. I do that all of the time, and you've witnessed it before. Okay, I know better, but
and I forget to use it on approach shots because it doesn't do it on approach shots. You've got to figure it in, and
yeah.
that's what screws me up a lot.
All right, so what am I? I'm going to be a diagonal and a straightaway, which is fine. Okay, so I'm going to be 30 feet away for a birdie opportunity. And you're going to be up.
Okay, let's see. 185. I'll hit the 5-iron right at it.
15.
That's a 4.
This may be real nice.
Yeah, but if I take
right
it, it's gonna get, I gotta take my average, otherwise I'll be in the rough and I'll lose my roll. Take the average. Should put it right up.
You know, because I already clicked on this, what I'll just do is I'll come over and put a 5 left in.
Yeah, it should put me like one line away from the pin.
So so I've got you.
Oh, maybe not.
I've got you at one. I've got you right on the center line at 190 plus your 15 roll.
Okay, a little past it.
I've got you right there.
Oh, why did I think it was going to go 10 to the right? I didn't have to take that bonus. I already took it, so that's fine. 2 straights.
You know, it's a gentleman's game. So 190 right 5, and let's see. I didn't put the green roll in. So if I put the green roll in, 205 right 5, you're 1 straight away. I'll do that. No big deal. $12 feet.
See if John's back yet.
Nope, he's not. Do you have Phil's card handy? I mean, do you have it handy?
Yeah.
Oh, here he comes. Here comes John. All right, let him back in.
Perfect timing.
All right, John. Are you there?
I am, but my internet had a problem.
Okay, so we finished out hole number 5 for you, and you quadruple bogeyed, but that's the breaks. No, I'm just kidding you. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think you might have 2-putted or something, but we've now moved on to hole number 6, and you're getting ready to tee off.
My signal is terrible, so
okay.
you might as well just finish up with what you got, because it's not going to be reliable. It's bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, that's
we got storms in the area.
Oh, you do? Okay, because you're coming in great on our end, or at least my end.
Yeah.
But if you can't hear, you can't hear. And if you can't see.
Well, it's choppy.
All right. So you're called. Do you want to stay in, or do you want to bow out?
Well, let me see how far we can go. What hole are we on?
Number 6, and you're teeing off.
6 and I'm up.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's try it.
All right. So
let's
you
see
need
if it stays.
Yeah. So just to make you aware, your carry objective is 200, and that's in part because you've got a 5-yard added carry to your tee shot, and when the ball hits the green, you've got 10 yards of extra roll. Although that 10 yards of extra roll, well, never mind.
All right. Well, I'll go as long as I can, but it's choppy. Like I said, it could go back out any minute.
Okay.
Carry objective 200, right?
Yes.
Green roll of 10 in the back corner. All right, since I've played so well tonight, I'm going to work the ball. And I'm going to hit it Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. So can I work the ball and knock it down?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to hit a 2-iron, knock down, and work the ball 10 to the right.
All right.
Let's see how that
Okay.
second shot can go.
Your shot rolls a 63. So what's that in the W column?
A 31.
Okay. And then in the work the
So I
ball
crushed
column,
that.
you got the dreaded
54.
54. Yeah.
15. Well, I've had a lot of 54s tonight. 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said you could knock it down. I was thinking on a par 3, yes, you can knock it down, but you're using a club that doesn't allow knockdown.
Oh,
You
all
have,
right. Just
you
let
have to
it,
have
let it,
5 iron.
yeah, let it go.
All right. Oh, I'm going to have to reset the shot because I hit the take shot. Okay. Mulligan. Okay. Sorry about that. And I'm sorry, what club did you have? Did you have a 2-iron, I think?
2-iron, yeah.
10 to the right, and then 54. Your first number was a 31, I think.
31.
And
Yep.
then 15 was your second number.
Right.
Everything looks good there. Okay. So 240, right 15. So you may be off the you may be off the board itself.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I crushed it.
240, right 15. So all right, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's 200 right there. And then 10, 20, 30. All right, you're 2 squares off, and you'll stop. Because what I just assume in situations like this, okay, so people can see where the edge of the board is right here, okay? What I just assume is that the terrain beyond the board, okay, is the same as the terrain that you last passed over, right? So you're just going to
makes sense.
you're just going to be where you are, okay, at 240, right 15 in the deep rough.
Right.
There's not going to be any roll. Okay, and you're going to be up again, and you're let's see, you're going to be short-sided here, and your call distance is 40 yards. Currently, you're targeting that spot right there, but you can pick any spot along the center line.
That's fine.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll take the default, which is 40.
Yeah.
62 in the A column.
3.
So you went to 205, so you're going to be on the green and you're going to be 2 straights away. So you basically hit it right where you were targeting. All right, 26 feet away. Okay, so I'm far at 30. I'll play it safe. 66 is a 1. That's it.
Wow. Good time to get that.
Yeah.
Unreal. You're 4 under after 6 holes.
Oh, wow. Okay, and how about you, John? 26 feet. Going for it or playing safe?
No, go for it.
All right. 22.
Hey, a number. 4.
You're in. Okay. It's up to you, Joe. 12 feet. You're going for it.
Right,
Sure.
yeah, let's do it.
65.
It's a 21. 2-putt.
Too bad. 66. Oh, well, that sucks.
A 2.
Yeah. Whoops. I put a 5. Doesn't matter. They're both be in. Okay. All right. So a couple pars and another birdie there. So, John, you saved par after your big adventure there.
So my last hole, I quadrupled?
No. I was just joking. So on the hole before.
Oh, I didn't know.
I was just kidding. You actually parred the hole before.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, you 2-putted, but you had a par.
All right.
Okay, hole number 7. 22, no wind. Let's take a look at this one. All right. There's our pin location. This is a gentle dog leg here. Got some trees to deal with, some deep rough. Okay. All right, and we got some hole notes. So no wind. See, so add 10 yards to the flight of all tee shots. Okay, so we got one of these conditional deals here. If the tee shot lands in the fairway or regular rough, it rolls another 5 yards left for every 15 yards forward. And then shots from deep bunkers, play those shots as automatic buried lies. And then we're using the lie chart, so we can ignore that fourth bullet there. All right, I'm not going to use my momentum here. But I will hit a 4-wood. 53 is an 8. So it goes 230, right 10. That'll be in the fairway. So I'll go 5 for every 15 yards I roll. So I go 5 left here and 15. So I end up at 245, right 5 in the fairway. And that would put my ball right there. Okay, Joe, you're up.
The 5-wood.
Is that where you're going to watch it?
Anything else?
That's it, buddy.
All right, 51.
4.
Well, that's not your average W. Okay. So 240, right 10, but you only get 10 rolls, so you're not affected by that. So that'll be 250, right 10. And that'll be in the fairway. You're going to be right next to me there. Keep knocking this board. All right, John, you're up.
All right, let's hit the driver and aim 5 right.
$51.
3.
Okay. So this goes 280, left 10. That'll hit fairway. But you're going to roll 30, so this would go 10 left. And then 30. See what that you may roll into some trees there. Let's see.
Just short.
310 left 20.
310 left 20.
Yeah, because you had 30 roll. 310 left 20. Yeah, so.
No, let's go in the trees.
All right, so you're not going to end up there because your shot lands. I need to look at the spot again. I forgot what it was. It was 280. It was 280 before we get that in there. 280 left 10. So your shot landed right there. And if we roll 1, 2, 3, 5, then 1, 2, you're going to stop right there. There's different ways you could count that out, but that's actually a favorable way because you're just going to be in the regular rough. You're not going to be blocked by trees or anything.
Okay.
So that'll put you at 305, left 15. So we'll just use the place ball tool here to make that easy. And that'll be regular rough. Okay, I'm up. Got a good angle, but I don't want to have anything to do with those deep bunkers. So 125. All right, so I'll just hit a pitching wedge. $26 is a 24. So I get a hole plus dice roll. 10. So I'll put a 10 in there. And
Nice
the ball on
shot.
the green.
Nice.
All right. Another birdie chance here. Okay, Joe. Carry objective 120.
Aim left 5, gap wedge.
$41.
41 is a 5.
So you go 370 left 10, which is, I think, on the green. Oh, wait a minute. Is it? It's your call.
Yeah, it is.
All right, then you back up 5. So you're going to back up to this spot on the rough.
Yep.
All right. All right. So, John, you're up. Your call distance is 70. Your short side is, so your default target is right here. You want to change that?
Is there any roll on the green?
No, it's an approach shot.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll do 70, 33 in the A column.
2.
So you end up at 365 right 5. So this goes the wrong way. 365 right. So you'll be a straight and a diagonal,
Okay.
I think. Yeah. So that'll leave you with 26 feet.
Okay.
You're 5 to the pin. Joe, a 13.
That's a 5.
So you'll be 6 feet. All right, we're all on the green here. And stay out of those deep bunkers. Okay, 26 feet, John. Go or play safe.
I'll go for it.
53.
19.
3 feet.
Okay.
All right, I'm at 10 feet. I'll go for it. 15. 12. I'm loving it. I never have rounds like this when I play.
You're
Okay.
just lights out.
21, Joe.
That's a 24.
Oh, sorry, tap in.
Yep.
And John from 3 feet to 53 again.
18.
Yeah, I think it's a 19.
53?
Yeah.
19. Yep.
I had his card out after you disappeared, so that's why I was looking at it. Okay. All right, so where are we? 5 under,
5 under.
3 over, and 1 under. Yeah, well,
4 straight birdies. This is kind of been fun to watch, man. You're just putting up a number.
well, and like a lot of courses, I think the back 9 is harder on this course, so we'll see if any of that lasts.
Well,
But-
Byron Nelson wasn't no slouch, let me tell you.
No, he wasn't. And again, so his all-time great card is based on the 45 season. So I'm 6 years off of that, but I picked his card for a reason. It wasn't just a blind pick. All right, so let's go ahead and look. I think we could probably get 9 holes in before John has to leave us.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so let's do number 8 here. Now 8 and 9, these are a couple holes where there are things that can come up that we may need to talk about, but let's just see what happens here. There's some unusual things about holes 8 and 9. All right, the good news is there's no wind, so that's not going to be a factor in any of this. Okay, so minus 10 flight on second and subsequent shot. Oh, normal dog leg. Okay, that's second. The dog leg won't be a factor unless we get blocked by trees on that second shot or third shot. Minus 10 for flight on second and subsequent non-short approach shots or putts. Okay, that means WI shots. Shots landing on or between the red lines, cut, roll in half, rounding up to the nearest 5-yard increment. I'll show you what that means in a second. Shots resting in fairway or green, on or between the red lines, roll backwards 30 yards and stop. Okay, so the red lines that we're talking about, you can barely see here, but it's at 520.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a red line there, and then there's another red line up right here. Okay, And I guess the one thing I would say before we even get up there is if you're taking an approach shot and your shot comes to rest between these red lines, then you roll back 30. Okay. The other thing I would say is if you roll back 30 and you're still between the red lines, you don't roll back another 30. Can we agree on that? I mean, those two things?
Yeah, I think that's one and done, right?
Yeah. How about you, Joe? You have a different opinion?
No, I'm with you.
Okay. All right. And there may be other things that happen. Here, I'll give you another quick example here. So again, Joe, you may play differently. Not sure, but you see all this deep rough over here, right? So, but the way that I play it is that deep rough doesn't actually grow right up to the base of the tree. Okay. And that once you're in a tree square, assuming that you're not in the trees, meaning under a tree or stymied. Okay. That if you're under a tree, okay, you're playing it from the regular rough. You're not playing it from the deep rough. If there's a tree square on that crosshair. All right. Because you don't really know where this deep rough goes and where regular rough might be. And the APBA rule is if you're less than one full square into a tree, then it's regular rough. So that's the rationale.
So there's nothing that says the terrain where the tree is remains the same?
Doesn't say it in those words. What the APBA rule says is that if you're less than one full square into a tree, you play it as regular rough. But it doesn't say, well, what if the surrounding area is deep rough? There's nothing to cover that contingency. And again, I'm not saying my way is the right way to play it. I just want to make sure that we're in agreement before it happens.
Yeah,
so that
just
we're
pick
doing
away.
it consistently. That's all.
Pick
That's
away
all.
And go. Yeah.
And if you want to play it differently, I'm happy to do it differently. But if I don't hear anything, I'm just going to assume that what I proposed is okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So let's take a look at the tee shot here. Okay. So I'm going to aim. I think I'm going to aim 5 to the right here. I may regret that I'm not aiming more to the right, but I'm going to aim 5 to the right. Okay. Nothing affects the tee shot here. 14. Well, I forgot my first bad roll here on a tee shot. 14. See what happens here. Hopefully I did not go out of bounds. Okay, so 255 right 35. So I'm going to hit deep rough and stop. That's 255 right 35. That's deep rough. And this is a par 5, thankfully. Okay. John, you're up.
Well, let's hit driver and aim 10 right. Got to get a good number one time with a good driver.
43.
Not this time. 31.
I know that one from before. So 305 right down the center line and then 45 roll. So that's going to be a 350.
Ooh.
Smashed it.
Ooh.
Wow.
Got into that one.
You're a big gun.
He's got a lot of 30, 31, and 32s on his card.
Okay, Joe.
Scott, I'll take my bounce back and use my average. 4. I'm sorry, 5. Yeah, there you go.
And reduce 5. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so 260 left 10 with 25 roll. So 285 left 10 in the fairway. Right there. All right. All right. Now this minus 10 yards from second and subsequent WI shots. So that'll affect everybody, including me on this one. So my maximum club is a pitching wedge, and I'll just grip it and rip it. 43 is 16. Boy, now the bad numbers are coming. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, I got to pick a club. 16. So 355, right 15. That's the way I want to go. You can see the buried lie affected me. It cost me 15 yards of carry in addition to those 10 yards of carry. So I just go 355, right 15, 5 roll. I'll be right there. I should be able to reach the green in my third shot, I would hope. Okay, 5 roll. Okay, your carry objective, Joe, is 290.
I got a question for you, just a rules question.
Yep.
The rules say second shots don't use the dog leg, but is that the second shot of the hole or the second shot into a dog leg? Is this dog leg going to come into effect for me?
No, only if you're blocked by trees. So it's really not. I mean, there's two things operating here. We're on a par 5, right? And what we talked about before with the second shot, the APBA rule says you can't aim on a second shot. But what we've agreed is that at the beginning of this match tonight, we agreed that as long as you're hitting across the center line on your second shot, you can go ahead and aim in this situation. The thing that you're asking about is dog legs, okay? And that isn't specific to second shots. It's for any shots other than tee shots, okay? The dog leg doesn't come into effect unless you're blocked by trees. And that's the APBA rule.
Oh, that's going to help me a lot because I never really figured that rule out. Okay, so let me see if I want to
join the club. There are thousands like you.
I think I can't get to the green anyway, so give me a 5 wood.
Okay.
And just hit it right down the middle.
36.
36 is a 15.
So 480 left 20. Oh, the good news is you didn't reach those red lines. Okay, so 480 left 20 and 15. So that'd be 480 left 20, wherever that might be. But you would get your full roll because you'd either be an intermediate rough or the fairway.
Yeah, and it might push me a little to the right. Let's see what the game can.
Yeah, so let's just add that 15 in there. So no, it won't push you because that dog leg is off for anything that's not a tee shot, unless you're blocked by trees, and then this comes on.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you're at 495 left 20, which means you are 10. You tell me, is that regular rough or is that intermediate rough?
Definitely regular rough.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, John, you're up. Carry objective is 225.
All right. Can I aim? Am I coming across the line?
Well, if you're going for the green, the answer is you are on the center line, so you can aim in your situation.
All right. I'm going to hit the hybrid. And I'm going to aim 5 left.
Uh, 32. Oh, boy.
22.
So 560, right 25. Okay, so this would be 560, right 25, 10, 15, 25. And I didn't look how much roll you get. You get 10 roll. So you're going to roll 10, but you're going to end up in deep rough. So your final location is 570, right 25.
Okay.
Okay. I have a good angle. I'll aim 5 left. don't want to be short on this, I don't think. 210. 3-iron would go. That's going to go over the green, maybe. 190. It'll cut that roll in half, but it will likely keep me still on the green unless I don't get past that red line. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to go with a 4-iron. I may not have enough club. 36, that doesn't matter. Oh, wait a minute. A 36 is a 6 on his card. Holy cow. All right. But I still may not have enough club. So 540 on the center line. So 25, 35, 40. All right. So cut roll in half, rounding up to these. So I'm only going to roll 5. And now I'm going to roll back 30. So I got to the green, but I got to go back 30. So, all right. So let me show you where I am. Landed here. I only get 5 roll because I got to cut it in half. And now I got to go back 30. So 10, 20, 30. So I'm going to end up at 515 on the center line. So I'll just use the place ball tool. I mean, I could fool around with the adjusted roll, but that was the gamble. Okay, Joe, 75 yards. You're short-sighted, so you're targeting that spot right there. Oops.
Let's work at left 5. Let's see what it does. Okay.
Double ones.
That's
in
a
the A
3.
And then your other number is a 22.
A 3.
So you go 570, left 10.
Smoked it past it.
Right there.
And a little 5-yard chip again, Fitzy.
Okay, I'm up. I'm 50 with a good angle. But what I'm going to do, and again, I said approach shots, if they end up resting on this side of the red line, I roll back 30 again. I certainly don't want that to happen. I'm going to aim to the center line. And I'm going to back it up 5 to 560. So that puts me down to call distance of 45. 23. Oh boy, is an 18. 570. Oh, go. I went plenty distance. 570 right 5. I may be in the rough too. I'm right there. Does that look like rough to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay, John, you're up. You have a good angle. You're 30 to the pin. So you're currently targeting the pin location, and you can move it anywhere.
Let's go.
All right. 62 in the A column.
3.
All right. So you put it right on the pin. 565, left 5. Let's calc. Get it in. 2 feet.
Ooh.
So you're gonna get a birdie.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm up 10 to the pin in the rough. 33 is a 4. I'm going to end up 7 feet away. Joe, you're 5 yards out. 25 in the A.
That 25. That is a 3.
4 feet. All right. So I'm far at 7. I'll go for it. This is for a bogey. Oh goodness. 13. That's not going to be in, I don't think. 25. I want to double bogey this. 2. You're going to be up, Joe. 46.
26. Barely made it.
And I'm up again. 65 is a 15. 7. Ooh. And 2 feet for you, John. 16.
For
25.
birdie.
You're in, so a birdie.
Nice birdie, John.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. So, yeah, I double bogeyed that. Let's see. John had a birdie and you parred it, Joe. So 3 under for me, 2 over for John, and 1 under for Joe. Let's play our last hole for the evening.
Sounds good. Your honors, John.
I have to say, I like this course. I mean, despite the scores and all that. I mean, I like it.
Is this
pretty simple.
is Brookline in Massachusetts?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure. We ready?
No, let me show the hole real quick. Okay.
Okay.
So we got a par 4. We got some water here, and we got a pin location right there. And you got a birdie, so you could use a momentum if you wanted to.
And we're adding
Yeah, I
20.
will.
Thank you. Add 20 to the flight of all tee shots. And the second shot on this hole makes no sense to me, but we'll come to that when we come to it. What's your pleasure, John?
I'm going to use my momentum.
Okay. And what club?
I'm going to be ballsy here. I'm going to hit the driver.
Well, you can't aim. You cannot aim.
Oh, okay. The driver.
And keep in mind, your shot's going to go right, and that water's on the right. So, so just to kind of work this out for you, 265 for your driver plus 20 is going to be 285. Plus, you're going to get 25 roll with that. So that's going to put you at 310, right 10, and that will put you right up against the water, but not in the water.
Well, maybe I'll use the 3 wood.
Well, I mean, why not use the driver? I mean, it won't put you in the water. It's just right up against it.
Yeah, perfect shot.
Right. Okay, let's try that.
Okay. So 4, reduce it, because there's no wind that could change anything.
Okay.
All right. So we'll take the shot. So 285, right 10, that's fairway, plus 25 roll. And this is just a case of me knowing what the boards are for, this particular shot. So you end up at 310, right 10. That'll be in the fairway. I'll go ahead and mark that, and I'll show everybody where your ball is. So you're at 310, right 10. Your ball's right there.
Whew.
Yeah. So as Joe said, that's a perfect shot. I mean, be short-sighted for your next shot, but big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So Joe, you're up.
Three wood, right down the middle.
24.
It's a 6.
So 260, right 10, that's fairway, plus 20. So 280, right 10, fairway. All right, and I'll be up, and I'm going to use a 4 wood. I could use my bounce back, couldn't I? Let's see. Yeah, I'll use my bounce back. And hit a driver. All right, so that'll take me to the left, so I should avoid the water. That's a 5. So 280, left 10, 25 roll. So 305, left 10, fairway. Right there.
Great
okay,
shot.
so here's what I mean by a goofy second shot. Okay, Joe, you'll be up. So it says downhill lie on approach. Okay, so if it's a downhill lie, you would think you would be adding yards instead of subtracting yards from the carry. But it says on the course board, and this is just copied from the course board, it says minus 10 yards flight, but you get 5 yards roll, okay, to all second shots that are not short, approach, or putt. So you lose 10, whereas in my mind, you should gain 10, but that's not what the course board says. And then you get 5 roll, and it doesn't specify whether fairway or green. So we'll put it in both of those boxes, and then we'll make it affect everybody.
All right. 8 iron.
Yeah, your carry objective is 160. So 8 iron.
Yeah, right at it. Right down the center.
54. Oh, your shirt's not paying off.
Oh, 16.
So 420 left 15.
Bunker.
Yeah, and no roll. Oops. All right. Okay, now I'm up. Carry objective is 135. I've got a good angle. Do I want to use that? Oh, I think I will. And 5 right. I'm gonna hit a knockdown 9 iron. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about this extra green roll. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to hit a pitching wedge, but not knock it down. That'll leave me a little short, but I'm going to do that anyway and still aim 5 right. 13 is a 6, so I'm really short on this one. 6. So 420 right 10. It hits on the green, but with no roll. So I'm a straight and a diagonal away. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
And I am 29 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, John, your carry objective is 130. And don't forget about the added roll.
Right. I'm gonna work the ball with a sand wedge.
How
And
much?
I'm gonna work it 5 to the right.
Okay. You can hear my dog dreaming in the background here. Sand wedge. Okay. Anything else?
No.
My dog is chasing squirrels in her sleep. 11.
That's a 2.
And your work the ball is a 34.
In the A or the I?
No, it's in the eye.
I 13.
Yeah, both of those should have been in the eye column.
Yeah, the 2 was in the I.
Okay. All right. So 425, right 5, but no roll. So it turns out to be a great shot. I don't know how you manage to do that when you work the ball and you get a lousy number, but it works out perfectly.
He's going to birdie another hole. John's finishing strong.
So you end up right there 1 straight away. Despite those screwy numbers. That 54 is working for you. You got a 34. Okay, 1 straight. So 8 feet.
All right.
And you're going to be up, Joe. You're 20. You do have a sand point.
Yeah, definitely using the sand point.
All right. And then we'll put sand point here, which will put you from the fairway column 20 to the pin. And there we go. 64.
4.
So you end up 6 feet away.
Take it.
All right. I'm going to be far here at 29. I'm going to play it safe. 35 is a 13. I'm going to miss by 1. John, you're from 8. 52.
18.
In. So
right.
you birdied. And then Joe from 6, 24. Uh-oh. What?
28.
My rolls for you have stunk tonight. So we're both 1 foot. I'm first. Oh, double ones. So 3. That's in. And 43.
25.
25. Okay. All right, we're in. All right, so let's take a quick look here, and then we'll sign off. We're at our 2-hour limit here. So after 9 holes, Nelson 3 under, Mickelson 1 over, and Fitz at even par. I won't belabor this stuff here, but I do want to kind of look at numbers of putts. 13, 13, and 12. So we're pretty even there. But because I had one really long putt, Nelson at 76 feet, Mickelson at 52, and then poor Fitz at 30.5. All right. So hopefully we can get together maybe next week and finish up these 9 holes. I enjoyed it tremendously. Always love playing with you guys. John, I hope your storm doesn't no damage and you get your internet connection back working as usual.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
All right. Have a good night, you guys.
Thanks,
All right.
guys. Take care.
Take care, guys.
And rip it.
Have a good week.